Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy March. Happy Spring Peanuts release. Hello, everyone. Hello. Say hi as you're hopping on. We're going to get all online. All right. As you were hopping on, say hello. Tell me where you're from. You'll see a red live box on the top left corner of your screen. If you do not see that, you are catching the replay of the live. You can rewind, you can fast forward, you can pause it if you want to take a look and see what exactly I'm doing. Today should be a very, very easy project. We are going to ink a pillowcase for my daughter, one of my daughters. She is the one that has a brand new home, and she is quite the homebody. So we are going to do the Homebody Club. So come on in and join me. Let's make sure we are live. Okay. It appears we are live. Necessary links are in the body of the video description. If you cannot find something, let me know. I can help you. Copy or comment home for help or links for products, especially the pillowcase, because it's a really nice pillowcase that I got. All right, let's just get started. I am going to use my almond ink. This is from 2019. This is a very, very old ink. So hopefully it still looks decent. Oh my gosh, it surely does. Okay. Got myself a small squeegee. I'm going to get a... You know, I see them and then I can't find them. I'm going to get a stir stick to make sure this is all mixed up so it performs how it's supposed to perform. I love this transfer. I really do love this transfer. I too, I think, am a homebody. I like being home. I like being where it's comfortable and cozy. She is going to put this, I believe, in her office. She has a cute little setup in her office where she has a chair. So I think this will look pretty darling. Now I don't have it on an ink mat. I do have a just a piece of cardboard in there because, gosh, it's so darn sticky, our ink mats, and I couldn't get it just right where I wanted it, so that's why we're doing that. Although I didn't try one of our big ones. I don't even know if I have any more of our big ones. I keep cutting them up. All right, let's just go ahead and get our transfer out. All right, remember when we are inking, we do not fuzz anything. Homebody Club. All right, it's pretty smoothed out. I'm just going to remove it from the backer. We want to keep our backer because once our transfer is washed and dried, we're going to put it back for safekeeping and then put it back in its packaging. There we go. I just rub like the skin across the edge and that usually will grab it. All right, let's see. We need to find a nice center. Hopefully it's not going to be crooked. And you never know with these pillowcases, they're never quite center or, you know, exact plumb. So let's see here. See how we did with placement. I think it looks pretty good. According to my camera, it looks pretty decent. I think we should be okay. Okay. I'm just gonna rub that down. You guys, if you're not a club member, our March club has been released. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's Peanuts related. It's a 9x9 pillow that you will ink. Of course, you could use paste if you don't feel like you're ever gonna have to wash it. It's so cute. There's 4 peanut characters, and then you can, honestly, if you wanted to break it up, you could just do 4 little separate characters on just like a little, it's probably, let's see if it's our G size or F size, whatever that 9-inch transfer is. It's probably like 4-inch blocks. So those would look cute on our 5-inch chubbies. So cute, you guys. Check it out. Comment club if you need help. Also, perk members from March 1st through the 9th, you will get $5 flat shipping on orders $50 or more. That's in the US. If it's Canada, you get, it's $8 flat rate shipping for $65 and more orders. But psst, wait until March 3rd if you're not a perk member. We're having a special sign-up promo for perks, so just hold off. 2 more days. 2 more days, and then you can go crazy with all the purchases you want. It's going to be a good one. It's a good sign-up promo. You're still going to get your $20 in product cash, product credit. It's like Kohl's Cash. We'll call it Chalk Cash. Yeah, good times, you guys. You guys get 30% off all your purchases. You get included in a lot of our promos. So I suggest you wait till March 3rd. Okay. All right, let's begin. I think this is going to be so nice. She's going to love it. And then once she gets it in her house, I'm going to tell her to stage it, put it where she wants it, and then I'll share it with you. And you'll see how perfect it is in her house. Maybe we'll even get a picture with the pup. All right, so this is almond. You can also use dune. You can use whatever color you want. And then, of course, based on whatever color pillowcase you get. Again, if you need the pillowcase link, let me know. It's not a chalk item. And I am just smearing this totally over wherever I see the design. This is a permanent ink, so you want to make sure you stay on your transfer. Okay. I'm making sure I get good coverage here. The ink mat would be very useful in keeping it still. I just didn't feel like monkeying around with it. I didn't feel like wrestling it today. I tried. I really did try to get it in there, and it kept sticking everywhere. Okay. Now we're going to get all that excess off. Make sure you're hitting all the edges of everything. I tend to not do that. Like I tend to miss. I feel like I'm hitting the, the edges, but then I don't. It's kind of frustrating. And sometimes you can tell if you need ink somewhere, like if it's soaking in or not really transferring well. So I'm going to kind of lay this on pretty thick. Oops, let's get that out of there. You can kind of see it's going to be very light, or it's going to look like the color's not really going through. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and get all that excess off. Smoothing out any lines that I may see. And then we're going to put that underwater because we don't want that to dry in our mesh. Okay. I think this ink is just really getting sucked up by this fabric. Okay. Just going to add a little bit here. All right, I think I've got it smoothed out. All right, let's check fingers, make sure there's no ink on your fingers because you don't want to get it anywhere else. It is a permanent ink. It does need to be heat set, so I'm going to turn my Cricut press on. Let me get that going. I'm going to set it to about 295. Oops. And then we're going to do about a minute on each side. All right. Let's lift this. My goodness. She's gonna love it. Look how amazing that turned out. Oh my gosh. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Let me put this in water real quick. Oh my gosh, this would have been a good project to use the puff stuff with, because then that would have puffed up as we were drying it. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? Okay, I see it missed a little spot there, so we're gonna try to fill that in with our stir stick. I know, pretty risky, right? We're just gonna put, so what I'm doing, I know I'm off to the side here, I'm gonna take my stir stick and I'm just going to tap like that corner end in there. You could use a little fine brush too, if you need to do that. But we're gonna try to fill this little area in that we missed. And nobody's the wiser. No one's gonna know. They're not gonna know. Okay. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side because I feel like I'll get ink all over if I don't. Same with this. Cover up our ink, which is from 2019. Hello, it's still very viable. So you can keep this ink for forever. And our heat press is almost set. And I'm gonna grab my heat gun here. And we're just gonna get this started with the drying process. Get it started. I think we have one more other homebody type transfer. And it was like a definition. I think one said family and one said home or homebody on it. So if you are a homebody or have homebodies that are living at home, this is perfect. Perfect. That's already dry. Notice it's a little thicker in some spots, so we'll just, take our time. Now, of course, you can do different colors for different parts of it. I just chose to go with this color. I've got almond color she has as like beadboard up on her wall, so this is just going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just a little thicker over here. That to the side, and let's get out. Like I said, I didn't put the mat or ink mat in there. I just put a piece of cardboard. It didn't go through, so it's nice and clean still. All right, so let's spread this out. And it's one of those where it kind of forms a pocket. I think that's why I got a line there. I'm gonna try to open that up some. Okay. All right, I am going to put, I think, a piece of parchment paper down. Because in case it is still wet, I don't want it to get on my my press here. Okay, let's do this side for a minute. We'll do the other side for a minute, and then we'll flip it. And then it'll be all done. I believe she's got a form. If not, I have forms for this as well. So if you guys need any information, like I said, for the pillow or form, let me know, because I did find some. I think she's gonna love it. I can't wait to give it to her. She's here for dinner, so I'll go upstairs and say, here you go. I think she's gonna love it. This is a pressing pillow, in case you guys are wondering what that is. It will protect my table. Usually I have my Chalkator self-healing mat. However, mine got warped, so I have something different. I need to clean my desk off, and then I'll be able to use it. Okay, slide that across. Let's do that side. So nice. Okay, almost done. What's everybody doing today? It's Sunday, March 1st. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already March. So crazy. Have you gotten all your St. Patrick's Day stuff out? I have not. I should do that. I should do that. And I never finished my bunnies from last night. I went upstairs and then I got tired and never did it. So I need to start doing that today. I'll sew them up and then we'll get them stuffed. I believe you could still get, let's see, as a club member, you still should have access to, let's see, you should still have access to it. Hey, are you guys, do you follow my newsletter? If you guys need to subscribe, then go ahead and text the word chalk to 513-717-5533, and that will get you on the email distribution list. And then that way you don't miss any announcements when we have sales and new releases. Let's see, what am I looking for? Let's say bunny. Okay, so it is still available. You still should be able to get it as a designer or perk. Well, I'm not sure about perk members, but club members and designers should still be able to get an extra one if you guys want an extra one. If not, reach out to me and I could probably get you one. I could snag one for you. Okay. Yeehaw. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to flip it. Okay, and then we're going to do this side. Just get any bumps or lumps out of here. Okay. And then it'll be all set. Like I said, I will have her put it where she's going to put it and then take a picture for me and I'll share it. Easy, easy project. You guys, sometimes inking is even easier than chalking, honestly, which is crazy. At first, when I first joined, I was so intimidated. I get it. Don't be intimidated. It's not as hard as it seems. It's just like chalking. You just have to be a little more careful where, like, that you stay on your transfer, excuse me, and that it doesn't go off. Because then you gotta soak your item in cold water and it pretty much comes out. But it is a permanent product, so you just have to be a little more careful, that's all. That's all. Turned off my phone. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right, let's move it over here. Okay, let's heat set that. Now, if anything, I might fill in where it's a little light. And I have a little brush, and then we can just reheat that and it'll be all good. Let's get it out. Let's see here. I may not even need that. I could probably just take it off of the squeegee. We'll see. We'll see. We got about 20 seconds to go, and then I'm going to flip it. We're going to kind of fill it in a little bit, and then reheat set it, and it'll be all set to go. All ready to be enjoyed. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, let's take this off. All right. So you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it looks almost like a shadow. You probably can't, but it looks just a little bit lighter than the rest. And I thought maybe I would just kind of fill it in a little. So I'm just gonna grab this paper towel. We're gonna stick that in there, just underneath. And then, let's see, I'm just gonna open my jar. Just kind of check fingers and all that. I'm just gonna barely put the tip of my brush in there. Okay, and I might just kind of pounce it to fill it in. I need to be extremely careful where this goes, because I don't want to go outside the lines. I want to fill it in a little bit, so we're going to be very, very careful. And honestly, if I don't get all the way up to the edge, you can't really tell. Just kind of want to get that center of the letter a little more filled in. Like up here, not sure what happened. Okay. Just kind of spreading it, which is nice because it's already heat set, right? So it's kind of just gliding over the layer that's there. I'm sure she wouldn't have noticed, but I'm trying to make it just right. Okay, go around the corner here and I think we'll be done. All right, that's better. We'll get that heat set. Okay, put that over there. All right, I'm gonna blow dry it first. Actually, I see a little bit here. There we go. Either that or my eyes are playing tricks on me, which is possible. Very possible. We'll just get it somewhat dry and then we'll just do it one time, it'll be fine. Hot. That's what it is, hot. All right, let's get that out. Let's put this on it again. Just make sure it's nice and flat. I don't want to iron wrinkles in it. All right, and then let's just place it down. Then we're gonna be done. Look at that. I mean, we're under 30 minutes. Just about. Just about. Quick project. You can do this with any of our transfers. All of the Easter transfers, the Peanuts, the Harry Potter, the Looney Tunes. Oh my gosh, we've thrown so much out there, haven't we? I can't even keep up. But we're gonna try. We are gonna try. I got my order in today, so hopefully that will come in the next few days. Hopefully I'll get it by the end of this week. We'll see. It depends how fast they can get it shipped out. It depends. Okay. Now she'll be able to turn that off. She'll be able to wash it, dry it, do whatever she needs to do. And voila! The Homebody Club. I love it. All right, guys, stay tuned for some pictures, probably in another day or two. I'll see you guys again soon.